Hello, my name is Lucian Mândruță and I love my country. I also love hamburgers, which is not really a Romanian dish. However, they are a good excuse to make an analogy. When you say you love hamburgers, you actually like the whole thing, not just the ingredients. You love the concept, the recipe, the way the meat taste is being completed by the sauce and vegetables and pickles. When you love hamburgers, you normally don't open the package and yell at the onion rings, "I hate you. I love this hamburger, but I hate you. Get out of here. Go to onion ringland. Shoo, you don't belong here." Now, that would be stupid, right? Now, why should it be different with patriotism? When I love my country, I love the whole of it. I love the landscape, the cities and villages, the statues and the castles, the sea and the mountains and the people. All the people. When I miss my country, I don't miss only the Bucești Mountains or the beaches of the Black Sea. I miss the people, and mostly their variety. See, I grew up in a country that still had Germans and Jews, later exported by Ceausescu for hard currency. I remember not only that Germans were prized in a car repair shop, or that a Jew was my math teacher in school, or that I had a Hungarian girlfriend in 3rd grade. I also remember that when these people emigrated, my country didn't become richer, even though we repossessed their homes and some of us got their jobs. Nope, it did not. Not only that we were poorer without them, we were also less us. Romania was less itself without these people. My Romania, I can't have the audacity to speak for everyone. So what do I mean by that? I mean that my country, the country I grew up, was rich because of its people, because of diversity, not despite it. Its history is more interesting, sometimes sad, other times full of hope, because of the various nations and ethnic groups. And it's not an accident that the totalitarian regime we had was the biggest fan of leveling everything from churches to identities. We were not supposed to be different. Actually, we were taught to be afraid of being different, and that's where the problem lies. Romanians and Hungarians don't know each other too well. Our biggest minority is also our biggest uncharted mental territory. The same is true for us, ethnic Romanians, seen from the ethnic Hungarian perspective. We both see more American movies than each other's productions, for instance. We both read Dan Brown, but no Romanian I know ever heard about Laszlo Krasnozar-Horkai. I don't think I'm spelling it right. Not even I know it. I googled for the best Hungarian writer alive. Same for Lucian Boia, one of our best historians. Is he translated in Hungarian? I couldn't find this information. Recently, I drove from Brașov to Sfântu Gheorghe. It's 1 hour and a half. I went to a local library and saw the Hungarian language books. Very few translations from Romanian authors. Same thing in Bucharest. International bestsellers by the truckload, but almost no contemporary Hungarian writer. And now I wonder, when have we decided to ignore each other at best? When have we decided that the best thing for the both communities is to carefully avoid what's good in the other guys? Culture, traditions, history. By the way, can you imagine French history offering completely different perspectives on First World War compared to German history? You cannot, because it would be ridiculous. Yet, it is possible here, on both sides of the divide. Our history books try at best to ignore each other and at worst to preserve ancient hate. Something as simple as a unified view of what our country means to all of us, Hungarians and Germans and Jews and Turks and Gypsies, something this simple looks very hard to achieve. Everybody's got their own truth. This year we have seen this mechanism at work again in young people that didn't have any other source of information for each other than propaganda, stereotypes, fear of unknown. But it's not only that, it's the lack of a clear educational message that should say loudly that there is no such thing as a second-class citizen, that there is no freedom more important than individual freedom, and that a person's identity, including ethnicity, should be protected just like we protect property and life. See, I love my country, but there's something more important than telling this to my fellow ethnic Romanians. It's making others feel and tell the same thing about us. Patriotism is not insulting other ethnic groups. Patriotism is learning why we are richer and stronger because of their presence. Patriotism is giving reasons for everybody to love your country and their country, and finally understanding that we're actually talking about the same place. So I think we need patriot evangelists. What do I mean by that? I mean people that want to spread the word of a different kind of kingdom here on earth. Not the kingdom of God, but the kingdom of reason. A place where people are being governed not by decree, but by goodwill and civility and understanding. One word about size. The common idea is that minorities being smaller than majorities are somehow inferior to them. Let me tell you something. There are less doctors than patients, less astronauts than bus drivers, less teachers than students. A minority of one once came up with the idea of internet. A minority of one once discovered the antibiotics. A minority of one once wrote Rigoletto. We have a lot to learn from minorities, and we have a lot to give. And I have a lot of reasons to thank you for listening to me. Goodbye.